Hi guys, welcome back to Vintage African Hairstyles, your number one go-to on how to for your classic African hairstyles. I'm your favorite virtual hairdresser, bringing you the styles and the gist. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to make the hairstyle called Koroba. That's what it's called in the Yoruba language, Koroba, which I think roughly translates into just bucket. So I think it's because it looks like an upside down bucket. As you can see, it's like an upside down shuku where all the hair drops. So we start. This is our model today, and she has beautiful long luscious hair. And the first thing we're going to want to do is comb the hair out so it's easier to part. And as you can see, I'm just enjoying myself combing the hair. Once the hair is combed out, you want to part it into 4 sections, 4 quadrants. Remember, this is like an upside down shuku, so we're doing our quadrants. We're sectioning into quadrants, 4 quadrants. But instead of weaving up, we're weaving down from the center down. You guys, today's gist is hot. I can't even lie. Every episode's gist is hot, but this one, you particularly like it. I can promise you. It involves tears. I'm going to gist you people about how Chicken Republic made me cry. We take our first line. It parts it into 4 quadrants. Take our first line from the front to the back. Split it into 4 equal sections, as equal as you can get. And I like to also draw the middle line, take it from the back to the front. It's easier that way. You can see what you're doing that way. If you take it from the front to the back for the first cut, that's good. But then if you really want to get the middle, you should get in front of the person and cut the middle part. That way you can see what you're cutting and you don't give the person a weird middle part. Yes, I said it. Chicken Republic made me cry during my pregnancy. When I was pregnant, I wept tears thanks to Chicken Republic. I'd never been so heartbroken by food before. It was an interesting experience, but please, let's face our hair tutorial first. Let me first teach you people how to do this hair before I enter gist. You know we're all about straight lines, so we're trying to straighten out the lines as we go along. It's better you have straight lines from the get-go and all you're doing is adjusting. So we're trying to cut out our 4 pie-shaped quadrants, and yeah, we're holding off every section. So you hold off every section so that it doesn't disturb you while you're cutting your next line. So I'm back to the front and I'm partitioning the hair. I'm making sure the middle part is actually in the middle before I start to section off. I take the middle part from the front because it helps me get a straighter line, and then I can see what I'm doing. You know, it's so strange when you see some people that have a middle part and then it's not really in the middle and it's by the side. So you grease the middle here so that it doesn't hurt. Because you are weaving from the middle out, there's a tendency for it to pull and it might turn red and hurt the person. So what I try to do is grease the place and be very careful when I'm weaving down. And remember, the scope of this is to cut into thin pizza slices. So you're treating the 4 sections like the pizza slice. I take my first section out. Remember, triangular, you're cutting triangular lines, thin pizza slices, skinny pizza slices. That's what you're cutting out. So I have my triangular line and I'm weaving down from the top. I try not to pull, because if you pull very hard from the top, don't make sure your hand is not tight. Don't tighten your hand on the person's head, please. Headache is real. That's why when a lot of people finish doing Koroba, you see the middle is red and sometimes the person's hair even pulls out. Just be very careful with the person's hair that you are weaving. Try to take it gently from the start, because as you weave forward, as you weave down, it will actually get tighter as you weave down. So you just want to take it gently from the top and weave down. And I think based on this, we can start our gist now. The reason why people are really here, I know half of you are just here because of the gist, and I'm okay with that because the gist is a great gist. Now let me tell you people about how Chicken Republic made me cry when I was pregnant. This is how it went down. So you know there are 2 things that officially hit different when you're pregnant: sleep and hunger. That pregnancy sleep is a whole other level of sleep. It's like you visited another dimension or another planet, and then when you want to wake up, it's like the rocket ship brings you and you're like, woo, and then you just come back and you're on Earth. I can't explain it. You just have to experience it. Waking up from the sleep is a whole process. Like you never come out of pregnancy sleep like whoosh. You come out in stages, like that's how you come out. Then in hunger, sorry, what we're doing first, hey God, I've gisted and gone. We're sectioning into 4 parts, and then we're doing our pattern. We're taking our patterns first. We first have to partition our patterns before you have allowed gist to carry me and go. You first have to partition your pattern so that it's easier for you to cut your even pizza slices. Once you have a pattern to follow, everything will be even. Your koroba will not woggle to the side. It will not go and be sliding to the side. Instead of it to be like a straight pizza slice, it's now be a pizza slice with some angles, with some unnecessary curves inside. No, it's just going to be straight thin pizza slices if you do it this way. We're taking our pattern and we're doing it section by section. So by the time you are done, you would have 4 thin pizza slices, and those are the patterns you follow to draw your lines. As you can see, I'm just taking it gently. Please remember, gentle on the person's head. This Koroba hairstyle, don't go and give the person headache the person not ask for. I think now we can go back to our gist. Then in hunger, you've never been hungry before. You've never been hungry before. That pregnancy hunger, you'll be feeling the hole. It's like it's digging a hole. Before I complete my gist, can I just hype how beautiful this thing looks? Just look at that. Just check me out. Guys, I'm a professional at what I do. Let me just say about some hype girls. Before I get back to the main gist, let me first gist you about some hype girls that I know. Hey, these girls, they can hype. Whoosh! We've started the main sectioning. So after, once you've done your patterns, you've basically done your hairstyle, because after that, you just have to keep cutting the lines according to the pattern, pizza slices from thin to fat. I just said I should let you people know that I'm feeling myself. Hey, you people, do you have that one friend that can hype themselves? Like, hey, that time person is done hyping themselves, there's nothing left for you to even compliment or comment on the person. Before you even say, your hair is fine, I know. Oh, you're looking so great today, I know. Before, in fact, there should be that one we won't allow you say it. Before you even say, you are looking, guys, have you noticed that my eyes just sparkle like the moon? And then you're just like, babe, calm down now. It's like, guys, I just realized that, man, me and Kim Kardashian, our shape, I beat Kim Kardashian hands down now. I'm hotter than her. You're just like, who is this human being? Guys, this just is based off a gaggle of young girls that I know, a group of young girls I know. I've not seen anybody that can hype themselves more than these young ladies. These young ladies are a proper hype team, and it's not just hype team for themselves, it's hype teams for each other. By the time this one is done hyping, this one is done hyping up there, there's nothing about their self-confidence that can be bruised. No man, no woman, no demon on earth can bruise those children's self-confidence. The way they enter this world and step into the place, like, yeah, we got this, because before they've entered the place, all of them have finished. They'll first start from themselves will hype themselves, then their friends will not hype themselves. In fact, it's not easy. Everybody needs a team of hype men like these children. Please, if you want to be connected to them, just let me know. I will hook you up. Their team is legit. And then I'm serious, I've seen the effect, because their self-confidence is not here. Even when they are doing nonsense, their self-confidence is high. Like, you can't tell them nothing, because they know that they are the everything. They are the shiznit. But then it's amazing. It's an amazing thing to see, because nowadays you tend to see friends that like tear each other down and like, all that vibe, all that selfish vibe of just me, it's all about me, that. But then like, it's not just about the hype for them. They're like so super selfless. They're amazing. They're actually amazing. And I will not mention their name so that they'll come and be asking me, is it me you're talking about? I know you're talking about us. And then I'll be like, nope, I am not talking about you. I would never talk about you in my video. I will not give you another thing to go and hype yourself about. So no, it's not about you. Where was I in this gist matter? Yes, I was talking about pregnancy hitting different, pregnancy hunger hitting different. So basically, the hunger in pregnancy is a whole other level. It's like you have a hole in your tummy, and as the more minutes you spend hungry, the deeper the hole is getting, and you can feel the hole being dug inside your tummy. And by the time, in fact, I don't even know if I'm describing it right. That's how that day we got back from church. I was super hungry. Keep in mind that I used to make sure I eat in the morning, because if I don't eat in the morning, I'm not alright at all. As in, I can't function if I don't eat in the morning. So this one was afternoon hunger. And funny enough, it's not like I really used to eat like that when I was pregnant. I just used to eat like 3 standard meals. Like, it's not as if I used to heap the food and like eat like a whatever. No, I used to eat just 3 standard meals. But those 3 standard meals, once the hunger hits, they have to be available. The food can't not be there when the hunger comes. I shall know that the hunger will come morning, afternoon, nights, like a standard human being, because normally, regularly, I eat just like twice a day on a regular day. So for me, that pregnancy time, that eating 3 square meals, that was my pregnancy eating. Well, we interrupt this gist to beg you people to please help us and subscribe. Thank you very much. Just the subscribe button is just right there. Just help me to click it. It's right there. Just click it, please. Why are you stronging your heart against the subscribe button? Just click it. It's not going to do nothing. It's not going to remove nothing from you. It's not going to change your status in life. But trust me, it will change my own status on YouTube if you just help me and subscribe. So please hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for hitting the subscribe button and for liking this video. Back to our gist. This afternoon hunger came, and then we just came back from church. It was one of the long services, so we're back from church. I really didn't have the energy to cook or anything because I needed that food real quick. So our best option, go and get some fast food. So I'm like, let's eat Chicken Republic. And get this, when I was pregnant, I couldn't eat chicken. I couldn't eat turkey. I couldn't eat any bird at all. I don't know what my baby had against birds at that time, but I couldn't eat chicken. I couldn't eat turkey. And in fact, it was a disaster. And in a country like Africa, where all the fast food joints you go to is basically rice and chicken, spaghetti and chicken, this one and chicken, that one and chicken. That's all they sell, something and chicken. It's very difficult for you to find one that has maybe like a beef option or a fish option, and then even those that offer like fish options or beef options, super expensive. You're just like, why are you doing this to me? So keep in mind, this food I'm struggling for is a food without protein. I'm like, let's just get Chicken Republic. It's really close by, whatnot. So my darling husband helps me to go to Chicken Republic to go and get the food that his pregnant wife is craving now, Abby. So I'm like, bad as bad, it's a 10-15 minutes affair. Like, I'll get the food right now. So he goes, I'm waiting 10, 15, 20. I've not seen him. What's going on? Hey, that's how I saw him. No food. I said, what happened? He said he forgot his ATM in the house. Hi. That's how the first level of TSS activated. I pushed it down. I said, no, I won't cry. And then he's like, that besides, they didn't even have their jollof rice is not ready or something like that. Maybe they didn't have jollof rice. It's just fried rice they had. I'm like, okay, do you know what? Just get me rice and beans. So their rice and beans comes with like a nice sauce. I'm like, just get me rice and beans. I can eat that. I can't eat fried rice without this and blah, blah, blah. So he goes back, right? I'm like, okay, another 15 minutes. We can do this. Baby, let's calm down. I'm sure thinking, using things to distract myself, doing everything. I'm trying not to look at the time until he comes back. I'm like, wow, I'm such a strong pregnant woman. I was really hyping myself. I'm such a strong pregnant woman. Like, look at me handling this with such pregnant maturity. That's how Isha finally came back, and I'm like, oh yeah, thank God, food. When you first smell that food and then the hunger is like, whoa, that's what happened. I smelled the food. I'm like, great. I open it. Woo, woo, woo. Get my rice and beans. Woo. Check inside the nylon. Where's the sauce? My brothers and sisters, there was no sauce inside this nylon. I was like, I have to be joking, as in maybe it's a mistake. I checked the nylon, checked inside the pack, checked everywhere, checked inside the rice once. There's no sauce. Darling husband, where's the sauce? Darling husband said, what sauce? I'm like, the sauce that comes with this rice and beans. They don't sell rice and beans without sauce. He's like, he doesn't know. If it's not there, that means the person didn't put it. Hey, you people. The cry entered level 2. I pushed it down. That okay, we can salvage this. I'm like, am I supposed to eat this rice and beans without sauce? He's like, okay, will you eat my fried rice? I'm like, I can't eat fried rice. I can't eat it. I was trying not to get upset at him because it wasn't really his fault. He didn't know that there was supposed to be sauce with the rice and beans. It was totally the attendant that sold the thing. It was the person's fault, and the person didn't sell the rice and beans with the sauce. So all my anger was now directed at this attendant that I could not even see, that was so inefficient in his or her job, that didn't have the common sense to put sauce inside rice and beans. How will you sell rice and beans without sauce? And collected complete money from my husband. I was just upset. And then the only solution was for me to eat salad without anything. So it was just basically raw. And their salad is not really great salad. The salad that they give you with the rice is like one coleslaw thing. Like, it's just cabbage and carrots that they just rubbed inside dressing. And I'm just like, God. And so that's how Monchon coleslaw gel. That's how I was eating the coleslaw. I was just thinking about the injustice of it all. How I'm just pregnant and suffering. Before I knew it, the tears refused to be damned in. Oh, hey, the tears, they just started falling as I was eating. With every spoon I was taking, the tears were just falling. This thing. My husband looked at me like, what's going on? I said, it's not you. It's not you. I'm just so upset. And I can't just, I'm so upset. And I'm so hungry. And I just feel like the injustice is just too much. Why would they do this to me? Why would they make me go hungry? Why would they put this sauce in the food? As in, he just looked at me like this. He's just like, man, I cannot engage on this level. He's just like, okay, I'm sorry. And, he just faced his own food. So at this point, like, because I'd given up the rice and beans, I'd taken his own salad, and he was eating like fried rice and beans, and then my chicken, his chicken, because I couldn't eat chicken. So I'm just like, this is unfair. I'm the one that is great, a human being, and I'm the one that can't eat. I'm the one that can't get any food. I just say, he's like, should I go back and buy? I'm like, no, don't go back. Just stay. It's not fair for you to go back. Just stay. I'll get better. Don't worry. I'll be fine. And based on that, our hair has finished. Yeah, so our hair is done. Oh, look at that. Look at her doing the 360. It's so beautiful. So just imagine if you put beads around this hair. When you put beads around this hair, it is just amazing. Like, it gives you that, that sense of feel, that, like adorn it with whatever you want. Oh, I like those shiny things that they clip in. Those ones are really, really cool. I think we've come to the end of our episode. As you can see, I did not injure her in the middle. It is not red. It has a nice, shiny, healthy glow in the middle. It's still the color of her scalp. So please be gentle when you're plaiting the hair. And we've come to the end of our episode. Thank you so much. Please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for staying to the end. Thank you for enjoying the gist of how Chicken Republic made me cry when I was pregnant because one inefficient attendant decided not to do her complete order. Please subscribe. Thank you. Share. Someone might need this video, not the Chicken Republic part, the actual hair tutorial parts. Share. Thank you very much.